Hello my garden friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea, but you can call me Ani. Today in this video, I'm going to take you along with me as I start my tomato seedlings. Okay, so normally I would start my tomato seedlings at the end of February, but I did not do that. I was not feeling good on that last week of February. A lot happened. We had visitors coming into town, so it's kind of crazy. So it is the first week in March that I'm doing this. In fact, it's the 4th, which is my husband's birthday. So happy birthday to my husband, Darren. But anyway, yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so what I have prepared here is on my table. This is where I like to do my seedlings, where I'm at my current location. I don't really have a greenhouse or anything like that, or a good outdoor area to really do this. So I have some newspaper that I just kind of laid down on my table just in case I get soil on the table. And then I have my little seed trays. So this is my first year using these seed trays. These are Burpee, I believe. I found them on Amazon. But what's cool about these is they have like a little rubber bottom so you can easily pop them out. Now, I don't know how well that's gonna work. I'm gonna find out. But I like it because they're very durable, so I feel like I could reuse them. And I got them for a decent price. They were on sale when I got them on Amazon, so it worked out. This is the 8 extra large little cells. And then I also got the 16, which I'm gonna start my tomatoes in this one and then probably up pot them closer to time of planting. We'll just see, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's my plan. Okay, so what I did before I started recording this video is I went ahead and wrote down on these little markers the tomato seeds that I'm starting. So that might be something you want to do before you start, just so that you don't have to, like, every time you plant one, write it out and stick it in. This is just easier so that as soon as I put the tomato seeds in there, I can mark it, I know what it is, and I don't get confused or forget. I'm also starting tomatoes for a friend of mine. One of these trays is specifically for her, as she's one of my best friends, and I'm going to start her tomatoes as well. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill these trays with some seed starting soil. Now, the one that I got, it's not amazing, but it works. I started my peppers and they work just fine. But it's the Fertilome seed and cutting. It's just what my local nursery had when I went in there, and I'm the type of person that's like, I just go somewhere, get it, and go home. I don't like to shop around too much. So I just went ahead and went with this, and that's fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill these up with some soil. Okay, so I filled the trays up with the soil, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to get these a little bit damp or wet. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of water in here, or sprinkle some water on it, because when you first use the seed starting soil, it's real light and fluffy, and so whenever you water, it's just gonna like push down that soil down to the middle, and then you just want to make sure that it stays full. So I like to just go ahead and get it wet and then put the seeds in and then add a little bit of soil on top. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna kind of let that water settle for just a few minutes, and then we'll go ahead and start adding the seeds. Okay, so I went ahead and let that water settle a little bit, and now we're gonna go ahead and add the seeds. With this awesome little pouch that holds my seeds. My best friend Sonia got it for me, and I love it. Okay, so I did do a video about the kind of tomatoes that I was gonna start this year, so you can watch that on my channel. I'll go ahead and link it in the comments below, or link it in the description, so that you can watch that video. But I did add one more variety to that because I just needed another red one. I don't know why, I just did. So I went ahead and got some triple crop. I've been wanting to try this one for quite some time. Hopefully that is focusing. Yeah, I've been wanting to try this one for a while now. So I added one more, I couldn't help it. But yeah, so I'm not gonna go through all the varieties that I am growing. If you, again, like I said, if you want to see that, you can refer back to that video. I'm going to go ahead and start. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, for each cell, I'm gonna put 2 seeds in. And I only do that for germination purposes. So I'm sure like some of these seeds are actually fairly new seeds, so they probably come up if I just used one. But just in case, you know, we don't want to waste any time and needing to restart tomatoes, so I always add 2 in there, 2 at least. Sometimes I add more if I want to like separate them later and just create more tomato plants. Okay, so I'm just gonna put them just kind of right on top and in the middle a little bit separated. And I'll have a close-up of this for you guys to see. And then what I like to do is I like to go ahead and cover it when I'm done with a little bit of soil. So with tomatoes, usually I think it's about 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch of soil. Let me see, 1/8 of an inch. So barely just covering the tomato seeds with the soil so that they can come up. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and do all my tomatoes. I'll just kind of speed up the video while I do this. Okay, so I put all the tomato seeds in their little cells, and so now I'm just going to cover it lightly with a little bit of the soil. So just a little bit, because again, it's just 1/8 of an inch. Those little seedlings need to be able to pop out of there. So I'm going to do that here. I did try to do a little close-up of me doing this, so hopefully that helps you. Okay, now I'm going to lightly sprinkle these with water. This is where you want to be really careful. You do not want to take like a watering can or something like that and drown it in there, because it can move the seeds around. And so you want to just either use like a spray bottle of water. A lot of people use that, and that works really good. I have like I have a setting on my sink that has like a little, like a sprinkle, and I can do it very lightly. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, you want to get it wet. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put it on the heat mat. Okay, so here's my heat mat, and you're just going to set the tomatoes on the heat mat, and the seedlings should pop up within 7 to 14 days. I'll just keep checking it every morning, and as soon as I see any of them popping up, I will put them under the grow light, because you want them to have direct sunlight right away, good lighting, I should say, so that they don't get leggy. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video today and watching, and I can't wait to start growing with you this summer. Bye guys.